that is Deep Waters by William Douglas. Now this story doesn't contain any character sketch because this mainly specifies only one character, that is a life story of Douglas. Now William Douglas is an American advocate and he has a history of the longest reigning advocate in American judiciary history. Now this story mainly comprises of how William Douglas overcame his fear of water. Now in this story, from the starting it is seen that William Douglas had a fear of water. This fear has arisen when he was only 3 or 4 years old. He has gone to beach with his father and water rolled over his head and he was breathless for 1 to 2 minutes. He told his fear to his father, but his father had only laughed. Now, after he was 8 or 9 years old, he went to learn swimming. Initially, he had a fear of water, so he did not go alone in the pool. His mother continuously warned him of Yakima River, how treacherous it was, and constantly warned him how people died in it by drowning. So he went to YCMA pool. Now this pool was open for the people who had to learn swimming. This pool was safe because it was initially 2 or 3 feet at the longer side and 9 feet at the steeper side, and the slope was gradual. So it was safe. He had only gone for a week and he was happening to ease with water and was being friendly with water when a mishap happened. When one day he went to the pool when no one was there because it was early, and suddenly a big bully came. He was muscular and he threw Douglas on the deep side of water thinking that he knows swimming. But in the case of Douglas, he had only felt the ease of water in 1 to 2 days and he doesn't know how to swim. But he had in his mind that when he will reach the bottom of the pool, he would jump and come up to the surface like a sponge and swim to the shore. But everyone knows this doesn't happen. Now the 9 foot of water felt like 90. When he was touched the surface, he was already breathless. He tried to jump, but his body was giving up. His heart was throbbing poundly. He jumped altogether for 3 times. Now his lungs ached, his mind was throbbing. This all happens when we are breathless, because in the world there is a 3 rule. You can go without food for 3 weeks, without water for 3 days, and without air for 3 minutes. Now it was over 2 minutes and he was not breath and he saw only water. He called for help, he called for mom, but he got nothing but water. Now at last of trying, his mind went blank. He tried as much as he could, but now his body felt limp, his mind went blank. He doesn't feel any pain. He felt peace. He felt as if he was on his mother's lap. Now he did not remember anything, but after 5 minutes he remembered he was vomiting on the side of a pool and 2 boys had pulled out and they simply left him in the locker room. In the afternoon he went to his home. He was feared, he felt weak and did not eat the dinner that night. After that he got a fear of water. When he avoided to go to the pool whenever he could and never felt ease with water. Years rolled by, this fear stayed on. This fear stayed on through his teenage years and through his professional life. This ruined his fishing trips, swimming trips with his friends and also boating trips. But now he was determined to overcome his fear. So he assigned a swimming instructor. He would go 5 days a week and for 6 months he only dog paddled. The instructor originally set a strap under his belly and hold the other end of the strap in a pulley in his hand. He instructed him to dog paddle and simply hold off the string when he was able to dog paddle. The initial fears came when the string lowered. After days and days and days, the instructor showed him the way how to inhale inside water, and he built a swimmer inside William Douglas. Now, he learned swimming after 8 months, but he had not conquered his fear. The fear of drowning initially left in his mind. So, he wanted to test himself. He went to the pool, swam for here and there. Fear did come, but it was some initial fears. He had not conquered his fear. He still had initial doubts with him. So he went to the lakes. He swam 2 miles straight off. Initial fears did come. When he was in the middle of the lake, he saw nothing but bottomless water. But he asked fear what he could do now. Now he swam off the lake. Now he sang in the side of the lake and told he has conquered his fear. Now he tells this story to everyone because he told in this story he wants to tell the people all we have to fear is fear itself. Now in this life story, he wants to tell the people that death is not fear. In death there is peace. As William Douglas has experienced both death and life, the intensity of life somewhat grew inside him. He wanted to live for more years. He said it because all we have to fear itself is to fear is fear itself. It was told by President Roosevelt. He examined those lines and said that as he had experienced death, he said there is nothing but peace in death. And now people fear to die, but there is nothing to fear in death. So all we have to do is fear the fear itself. Now here this story ends, and all we have to do is do the exercises from all-in-one book and better go to the NCERT book thoroughly. Thank you.